Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of North Georgia Video Productions, Hall County Sports Television's Game of the Week. I'm Gary Glenn, along with William Howington, coming to you from the Brickyard at North Hall, where tonight it's North Hall and Chestatee. And William, these teams are natural rivals. They are not very far apart, and in fact, years ago, about 9-10 years ago, Chestatee actually sort of split off from North Hall.
Right, this is the 10th meeting between the two, and North Hall sort of dominated the series, but yeah, they're natural rivals. They go to the same stores, the same churches, got the same friends, and they're even related to some of each other.
Now, coming into this game off of very different situations, North Hall playing three outstanding teams all on the road. They finally came home last night and kind of got well at the expense of Walnut Grove. 48-14 the final that one was. And they showed a little bit more passing last week than they had in the past, so that might be something that Chestatee has to reckon with tonight, and playing them here at the Brickyard.
Right, I'm sure that they got the game film on that, and like you said, the front end loaded there for North Hall. They played three real good football teams and lost them all, and that was a big experience for them. And now they sort of hit the easy part of their schedule, the last 7 games of the year, starting with Walnut Grove, and they pretty well dominated them.
Well, let's say easier anyway, and tonight it's really because this is a sub-region game.
Right, this is the start of the sub-region around the whole area, and like you said, it's a big game, and you only take 2 out of the thing to go to the playoffs, so it's kind of big.
All right, standing by to tell us just exactly how big it is for his visiting War Eagles, Stan Luttrell with our Gina Gailey.
All right, Gary, thanks. Coach, start a sub-region play tonight, an exciting time for the team.
Absolutely. Everyone's on the same page, no matter what your record is. You know, we're fighting for the playoffs, and that run begins tonight, and it just happens to be against our rival, North Hall.
Well, I know the obvious is to stop Amani Cross, but what other threats do you think North Hall brings to the field?
Well, they're very well coached. They play hard, extremely hard, and I think that's our challenge is we've got to stay disciplined. I think we've played disciplined football all year. We've got to continue to be disciplined and play hard and play together.
What advantages do you think you have over them?
Well, I think we have more than one playmaker, and they have more than Cross. Cross is the one that everyone knows. We've had more folks involved in our offense than they have, and I think we have some confidence coming in. Even though we lost last week, I think we lost to a good team, and we were, real close to pulling that one out. So hopefully we can get this one tonight. It'd be huge for our program.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
All right, Gina, thank you very much. I actually saw that North Hall Walnut Grove game, did it on the radio last week, William, and I thought that the Trojans looked pretty good. And Monty Cross, really, he is something to watch running the ball. He plays both sides of the ball. Right,
Chestatee's going to have to find an answer for him, and I don't know that they can. He's been pretty well running all over. He scored 4 touchdowns against Jefferson. He scored all the touchdowns against Gainesville. And he's a big man to bring down.
Now, Chestatee had actually opened up with 3 straight wins, so I said they come into this game off of different situations. North Hall breaking a losing streak. Chestatee had a winning streak broke, and you were at that game, 41-35, Monroe area. A lot of speed for Monroe area.
Right, they broke a couple of long runs, and that made a big difference. And they're going to face that tonight with Cross. Cross has a lot of breakaway speed, but they held Monroe in check pretty good bit. So I think they can hold that thought there with themselves. They can kind of maybe hold North Hall in check. They've got to stop Cross, so that's the main difference.
Well, as William said, now North Hall has dominated this series. They've only lost 1 game to Chestatee since the school has been in existence. They lead that series 8-1, and hoping to continue that dominance for his Trojans is Coach Bob Christmas. He also stands by with Gina Gailey.
All right, Gary, thanks. Coach, a big win last week coming into the start of sub-region play. Motivation?
Yeah, well, it's always good to win. We needed one, and I thought our kids played real well. We're starting to get healthy. Felt good about it. We got a really tough opponent tonight in Chestatee. Very impressed with them. So we got our work cut out for us. Fortunately, we're at home, which is always a help. So it ought to be a good game tonight.
How similar is their offense compared to other teams you've seen so far this season?
Really, it isn't. They are they're a gun team that runs the zone and the zone option, and they'll run the veer, inside veer, and outside veer. They'll run a little short trap and a long trap, and they throw the ball well. So they present some real problems for you defensively.
Well, what's your strength tonight?
Well, we're going to do what we do, and that's run the football and hopefully do some play action stuff at the appropriate time. Bradley Brown is really, last week he was 4 for 4 for 106 yards. And so I'm really starting to get some confidence in Bradley. We've got a very good offensive line and a bruising running back. and Amani Cross, and so we're going to do what we can do best, and that's run the football.
How about health-wise, injuries, everybody getting back to normal?
Start two, yeah, we've got Andrew Smith's back in full speed, and we got Cody Fowler back, which we haven't had all season. We got him back, and he'll play tonight. And, there's a few kids that are still out, some that'll be out for the year and some for probably another week, but we're probably the healthiest we've been tonight.
Well, we wish you the best of luck here on your home turf.
All right, thank you, Gina.
Back up to you, Gary.
All right, Gina, thank you very much. You stand by. We've got the starting lineups, the kickoff coming to you in just a moment. It's North Hall and Chestatee this week on the Hall County Sports Television Game of the Week. If you're tired of paying high prices, go on down and visit the good folks at Dave's Goodie Barn. The buyers for the store travel the globe, searching for the greatest deals so the savings can be passed along to you. They purchase from insurance companies due to fires, floods, and other natural disasters. Most of this merchandise is in near perfect condition. So if you're tired of paying high prices, hurry on down to Dave's Goodie Barn or visit their website at davesgoodiebarn.com. What's there today may be gone tomorrow.
At Gainesville State College, students can engage in a challenging learning experience in a supportive and nurturing environment. With a vision to be recognized as the region's premier teaching institution, GSC promotes academic freedom and scholarship in a caring, collegial, and fun environment. At GSC, you will receive the one-on-one attention you need to help you be successful in your academics, as well as build strong foundations for life. Gainesville State College, student-focused, learning-centered. Visit us on the web at www.gsc.edu.
Gary Glenn, William Howington back at homecoming for the Trojans tonight. William, the captain's meeting in the middle of the field.
Well, you see for North Hall there with their backs to us, number 7 going right to left is Amani Cross. Number 13 is Cody Fowler. Number 74 is Jay Abear. And on crutches is number 73, Eric Carroll. On the other side for Chestatee, you have number 13, Cody Etris. Number 22, Brandon Thompson. Number 28, Nathaniel Peck. And number 56, Garrett Bennett.
All right, the officials explaining things to him now, the man in the white hat.
Well, we got the referee there on the right in the white hat, Scott Tipton. To the left there is the umpire, Scott McQueen. On the far side there, the head linesman, Brian Mullins. Nearest to us is Brett Hurst, the line judge. Field judge is Steve Caudell. Side judge is Will Sutton. And the clock operator is Jason Greathouse.
Coin has been tossed.
Looks like North Hall's getting the choice. They've won it. Looks like Chestatee's deferred to defend the north goal.
They want football, William, yes. So let's get that North Hall offense.
All right. Starting there at number 7 at running back, Amani Cross. At tight end, number 9, Taylor Ryder. And quarterback, number 12, Bradley Brown. At split end, number 15, Justin Jones. At wingback, number 16, Eli Gilmer. At fullback, number 38, Caleb Faulkner. At right guard, number 51, Cam Howell. At left tackle, number 55, John Manson. At center, number 62, Avery Easton. At right tackle, number 63, Patrick Chappell. And at left guard, number 77, Alan Cattleman.
And here come the War Eagles, and they will be on defense first.
Number 7, Austin Holcomb is a linebacker. Number 9, Justin Spears is a defensive back. Number 13, Cody Etris is a linebacker. Number 18, P.J. White's a defensive back. Number 19, Tommy McCormick is a rover back. Number 20, Jay Lyles is a strong safety. Number 34, Khalil Cantrell is a linebacker. Number 46, Kyle Perry is a middle linebacker. Number 56, Garrett Bennett's a defensive end. Number 65, Austin Kinsey, defensive line. Number 77, Spencer Stover's a defensive line.
All right. North Hall, as we said, played 3 outstanding teams on the road, all on the road. They finally came home, got well last week. 48-14, Amani Cross with 151 yards and 3 touchdowns. Caleb Faulkner also scored 3 touchdowns, and Kevin Christmas had 1. For Chestatee, they lost that 41-35 heartbreaker. It was a slugfest with Monroe area. Jordan DeGraff, though, with a pretty good game, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have 2 interceptions. And he also had 2 more scores and 67 yards on the ground for Chestatee. The first loss of the season for the War Eagles. Last week was the first win of the season for the Trojans of North Hall.
Well, both those teams out of Walton County, Walnut Grove and Monroe. Afraid Monroe's a little better than Walnut Grove, though.
So is Gilmer going to be 16? All right, he is deep. Leo Molina, who's got a strong leg, as we know, is going to be kicking it away for the War Eagles. Molina is a senior, and at the first of the game, he quite often puts things in the end zone.
He's kicking with the wind. The wind is blowing from our right to our left, blowing out of the north. So he'll have the wind to his back.
Chester T in the white and the maroon, mostly white. North Hall is in green and black tonight. Green jerseys and black pants, but the black is ameliorated at the knee pads with green and white. We've seen North Hall with a variety of color schemes over the years, and that's the one they got tonight. All right, we're just about ready for homecoming football and a fine crowd on hand tonight. Just about capacity here at the Brickyard, as you might imagine. These schools not very far apart as the crow flies. And Molina punches this one into the end zone. Gilmer will field it there, but he can't return it in high school. First and 10, Trojans at the 20. Avery Easton, the center, will bring him out. He's a big guy, 6'3", 240. Bradley Brown, the quarterback, 6'1", 190. As I said, looked a lot better against the Walnut Grove defense throwing the ball. North Hall averages about 295 rush a game, a little over 53 a pass, or right at 349 yards a game total offense. Brown is going to hand off to Caleb Faulkner, tries left side where the Chester T defense is going to corral him over there. Tommy McCormick and Perry. Kyle Perry and McCormick. He got about 8, 2nd and 2. It's a long 2. Now Justin Jones will split wide to the right. Now they shift things around. And that's Ryder who jumped around and put in motion. They go to Imani Cross, right side tackle. Imani struggling for the first down, and he got it by a bunch. 77, Spencer Stover, the junior defensive lineman, wrestled him down, but Imani got about 12, didn't he?
He got 12.
13, close to it. Close to the 40.
Right on the 40.
Imani Cross, 6'2", 230. And there you see him just bullying his way through the right side of the line. He came into this one with 681 yards rushing already.
Faulkner again.
That was Caleb on the carry. And North Hall just biting things off in big chunks. He got a good 6. Imani averaging about 8 yards a carry, and he's got 10 touchdowns already.
Well, I would force North Hall to throw the football. I'd have everybody up there. I'd have 8, 9 in the box and make them throw it to show me that they can do it. Obviously, they're just going to run the football.
Wade Phillips will go way wide to the right. They got a wide slot out there. Crosses a single back. Ryder swaps around. Now they've got an unbalance to the left. 4-man front for Chester on the defense. Imani Cross is going to get the first down and then some. Cody Etris at the bottom of the pile along with Stover once again. North Hall averaging a bunch of carry, William. And they're already into Chester T territory at the 46.
That's 2 carries per cross. He's averaging 10 yards a carry. And Faulkner's had 2 carries. He's averaging 7 yards a carry. So pretty much a first down about every 2 times. They're really unbalanced.
First and 10 Trojans. Imani Cross to the right. He's going to be upended that time by a pretty good tackle by Justin Spears. Sophomore defensive back. He hit him right around the knees and upended him. Imani's got a knee brace on one side. Remember, he missed most of last year, William, with that torn Achilles.
Right. Had a long time getting that thing well, but he finally got healthy towards the end of the year.
He got 4, 2nd and 6. Line of scrimmage is the 42. Early on here, no score from the Brickyard. Sub-region game now as North Hall splits 2 men wide to the left. Chestatee stays in that basically that 4-4 front. Caleb Faulkner, left side end, is going to bang in there for 3-4 yards. Stover at the bottom of the line, at the bottom of that pile again, and also Etris. 65, Austin Kinsey, who came into this one with 3 sacks and 7 hurries.
Well, Chestatee only put 1 man out there with those twins. I don't know if North Hall's going to be tempted to throw it, but they're only putting 1 man out here. You see P.J. White coming wide here with them. They're not really guarding that inside man.
3rd and 2. Almost an empty backfield look. Amani was over to one side, the wing, and he's going to slant back to the right. Amani Cross to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, the touchdown, Amani Cross. Somebody came across and grabbed him around the ankles. That was Justin Spears, but by that time Cross had crossed the goal line. Amani Cross.
Well, just
that's his 11th touchdown of the year.
Line up in that unbalanced line and just hand it off the Cross, and Chestatee just didn't have an answer for that.
I'm going to see if they're going to try something funny out of that swinging gate formation. Nope, they're not. Modesto Cruz to attempt the PAT. Snap is back, it's down, and the kick is on the way. It's kind of a wobbly thing, but it is through there and good. 7-0. North Hall at homecoming at the Brickyard. We're back in a moment. The Hall County Sports TV Game of the Week.
What does Applied Images Incorporated mean? It means real people answering the phone. It means real people servicing your business or school. Quick response along with quality production is demanded in our world of business today, and no one knows that better than Applied Images Incorporated. After years of working with graphic artists, marketing managers, public relations departments, architects, and engineers, we have developed an extensive experience in our trade that is second to none. We excel in our knowledge of graphics and printing, signs, banners, posters, brochures, training manuals for schools and businesses. And now, custom t-shirt printing is available. You must see our line of t-shirt designs. What does Applied Images Incorporated mean? It means quick response, quality production, and real people answering the phone. Churches, businesses, schools, picnics, trade show displays. Call us today for any printing or graphics needs that you may have. Applied Images Incorporated at Gainesville White Print, 312 Bradford Street in Gainesville, 770-534-2086.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay.
Ashley just told me she might have an STD, but she doesn't know what to do about it.
Eric told me he went to the Gainesville Care Center to be tested.
I thought they just did pregnancy tests.
Oh no, not only that. They test for gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, and herpes. They'll even help with the treatment. But the best part is it's free and confidential.
She'll be so relieved to know what to do. Thanks.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Mitzi, nurse manager for the Gainesville Care Center. Chlamydia is the most common bacterial STD and a leading cause of sterility. Most people with chlamydia don't know they have it. Gonorrhea is another bacterial STD that has high infection rates in teens. Herpes and HIV are with you for life, but it's important to know so that you can get ongoing help from your doctor. Teens are at a high risk for any STD. Our testing is by urine or finger prick. We're confidential and we care. Call our 24-hour helpline for an appointment.
All right, William, there you see Amani Cross. Kind of pushed one of his own men, blocked on P.J. White. Big number 77 for the Trojans, Adeline Cattleman. Took away the last defender. There you see Spears diving in, but he's already crossed the plane of the goal line for the 6 points. 38-yard run for Cross, an 80-yard drive, 7 plays. Cruz tacking on the PAT, and that's where we stand 7-0.
Almost a block in the back there on White.
Cruz will hit it short. Taking about the 22-23. Now they're going to have to fall on it. as Alex Murmur had to fall on it.
Well, they could have had a good return there, but the fumble on that play cost them what good return. Now they're only at the 24-yard line.
And we will see Chestatee, who looks a whole lot better running that option attack than they did last year.
Well, they're running a little bit different. They're running out of the shotgun. They're not running the split back veer.
There's the snap to DeGraff. He'll take off to the right. Quarterback keeper all the way. Taylor Ryder out of bounds. Ryder forcing him out after DeGraff picked up about 5. Or did they say no? They're going to say that he didn't get. Well, let's see.
We got a penalty marker on the play. We got dead ball, personal foul, North Hall.
Must have hit him out of bounds.
They did.
So there you go. So rather than take a fairly short gain by DeGraff, they take the penalty, and it's already out to the Chestatee 42.
Well, it was added on. He picked up 5, and then they got 15 on top of that.
That's Kelly Arthur, widest to the left, and out there with him is Quan Clark. They've got another man wide to the right. North Hall's in a 4-man front. They're kind of jumping around a little bit. Now it looks like they're going to swap. They're going to swap Baker McCormick over here to the left. Chestatee is now DeGraff all alone in the backfield. He's going to crank it up and throw immediately.
Way too far.
Way too far. Intended for Brandon Thompson, but he overthrew everybody.
He just threw a long fly pattern, and it was just way too long. He got a lot under the ball, but he doesn't have Bob Hayes out there running.
Now you realize that the kids that are listening to this have no idea.
Terrell Owens. Well, he's not even playing anymore. How about A.J. Green?
There you go. DeGraff, hands off. And that's going to be Brandon Thompson on the carry. Looks like Bennett, Destin Bennett, the sophomore defensive end. First man to hit him. He got 2, 3rd and 8. Line of scrimmage now, the 44. And 7-0 North Hall. 3rd and long for the War Eagles. Thompson still the single back with DeGraff in the gun. He's got twins to the left. The slot is to the left, and it's a wide out to the right. So he's got everybody on the pass patterns. And did he hang on to it? Or no, I don't think so. He lined up Alex Murner over there, and Murner looked like he had it for a moment and just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, hit him right in the hands, right about chest level. Perfect pass by DeGraff. Just like you said, you couldn't hold on to the ball. Now they're going to be forced to punt.
4th and 8. Leo Molina will kick it. Fumbles it, gets it away. Terrible kick. Terrible kick. Going to roll a little bit, but he had to pick it up. Rolls dead at the 42.
About 13 yards on that punt. Well, that was unfortunate. He had plenty of time to pick it up and kick it, but
I think Stan Luttrell was telling me he should have run to the side and tried one of those rugby-style things or something along those lines. Now they spotted at the 43. So it'll be 1st and 10 Trojans. They already lead it 7-0.
Yeah, Chestatee basically only sending one guy out here to cover this man.
There's P.J. White out there with Justin Jones. Chestatee covering Jones. Caleb Faulkner, the single back, and he's going to get it. Goes to the right. Picks up 3-4 yards. Around his ankles was Austin Holcomb, the junior outside linebacker, number 7 there in the center of your screen, was the man who hit him. He got about 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Line is not quite.
I would hand off to Monty Cross till his tongue hang out.
It's going to be a toss to Monty Cross. And he's going to stiff arm and move the pile. First guy that hit him was Spears, and then P.J. White came in to help knock him down, but Amani gets another first down. And
9 yards.
He's already back into War Eagle territory to the 44.
Yeah,
I saw him before the game, William. He is quite an impressive young man.
Well, he is. He's well built. You see him there, runs pretty low to the ground for somebody his size, and you can see he just running over people.
6'2", 230. He's got 11 touchdowns on the year now. And they give to Faulkner, who spins his way for a good gain. He was met at the line of scrimmage and smacked by Austin Kinsey, but he spun his way out of that and fell down. But he fell down after he gained about 7.5 yards.
Well,
close to the 36.
So far, Chesty doesn't have an answer for this North Hall attack. You see Cross on the sideline. But with the holes at the line from North Hall's opening up, you don't really need him in there.
Kate is split widest to the left to the top of the screen. They got Faulkner and Kevin Christmas wearing Zach Little's number tonight, number 45, and I think Christmas got enough for the first down. Khalil Cantrell, one of the first guys to hit him. Cantrell, a good-looking player, just a sophomore, 5'10", 235, came into this one with 41 tackles, 3 of those for a loss. And he made the tackle. But Christmas got the first down to the 34. Jones and Eli Gilmer off to the left. Imani Cross, Caleb Faulkner in the backfield. And they go with that little trap, little cross trap. And that time, Chestatee diagnosed it well. Gilmer on the carry. Kyle Perry and Garrett Bennett. Perry came into this one with 35 tackles, 5 for a loss. Now Bennett, man, 42 tackles, 5 for a loss, 3 sacks, and 8 hurries. Bennett, you remember, William, was our player of the game.
Right.
When we did Chestatee a couple of weeks back. So he's having himself a good year. Lost half a yard. Yeah, Chestatee and Johnson in that game. He was our player of the game. Amani Cross to the 30, the 20. Amani Cross to the 10 and snagged. He falls forward to the 5. It was 19 who tackled him over there. That's Tommy McCormick, the junior rover back. They tackled him about the 10, and he fell forward for another 3 yards to the 7. Look at this, William. He's got some holds. I mean, the North Hall offensive line, and he's got a pulling guard or somebody leading him down that way.
Well, he's just got a big old hole.
Was Nick Bowen, one of the offensive linemen. Number 50.
I think you and I both could run through those holes.
Caleb Faulkner, touchdown. $7 yards and 6 points for Caleb Faulkner, and it's 13-0. .423 left in the first. It's taken them about 4 minutes each time to score. So Faulkner, who had 3 touchdowns last week, notches his first of the night. A 7-yard plunge. And I'm telling you, right now, North Hall is winning the battle, the offensive line of scrimmage. And another kick by Modesto Cruz, and it's 14-0 North Hall. 4:23, first quarter. We're back in a moment. The Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
If you are looking for a quality used car, then look no further than the car store on McKelver Road between Gainesville and Beaufort. You won't find clunkers or junkers at the car store, just vehicles you'll be proud to own. At the car store, they can finance you on the spot, no matter what your credit is. They have a variety of plans. You can even phone your payments in. At the car store, they've been giving outstanding service to the community for over 20 years. At the car store, everybody rides.
Come on down to the car store. We can make you happy. My name's Bob Watson, and I guarantee it.
This broadcast is made possible in part by Metal Roofing Sales. If you're tired of replacing those old-fashioned shingles, check out Metal Roofing in Dawsonville. Let them be your metal roofing specialists. By the offices of Dr. Brad Dixon, next to Lanier Park Hospital, experts in sedation dentistry. By Rucksack Military Surplus. Drop by and enjoy their selection of police and military supplies, boots, clothing, uniforms, flags, collectible pins, and more. Just off Brownsbridge Road in Gainesville, next to Ryan's Restaurant. By Georgia Trophy, official supplier of our Player of the Game plaques as well as Hall County Sports Television's seasonal and yearly awards. By McEver Road United Methodist Church, the church on the hill in Oakwood, wishing all of our athletes the best in 2011. McEver Road United Methodist Church, dedicated to changing our community and the world through the gospel of Jesus Christ. And by North Georgia Video Productions and Hall County Sports Television. From weddings to dance recitals to football, basketball, wrestling, and more, we are your source for quality video production and local athletics on television.
North Hall cheerleaders throwing those green footballs up into the stands. This game brought to you by Dave's Goodie Barn. What's there today may be gone tomorrow. Visit them online at Dave's Goodie Barn or go by the Stoll Memorial Drive over there. Car Store, easy to find them. Just follow the road to good deals and great service between Gainesville and Beaufort on McEver Road in Oakwood. And by the Longstreet Cafe with 2 locations in Gainesville. Now to serve you, they put the home in cooking. Riverside Terrace and Pearl Nicks Parkway. Cruz is about to kick it away. Another high, short one. Taking it to 30. This time fielded pretty well. And returns it to the 35. Austin Flanagan and Bennett on the tackle. And it will be at the 35 where the War Eagles will take over. Also want to thank Gainesville State College and Gainesville Care Center. First and 10, War Eagles. Jordan DeGraff at the helm. He's got one back there with him. And DeGraff is going to keep it. Monty Cross makes the stop. Cross is playing both ways for a while now. They're trying to give him a little bit of rest on offense when they put different people in there. DeGraff gets 3, 2nd and 7 at the 40, not quite the 40, call it 38. In the gun, they hand to Brandon Thompson. This time he is going to be wrestled by John Manson. Manson, 55, just snatched him as he came through along with the defensive end, Eric Garner. Man, no gain, William.
Well, that play worked pretty well last week against Monroe. Obviously, North Hall's defense is a little bit tighter up there in the middle than the Purple Hurricanes defense. So far, North Hall's had their way on both offense and defense. Now, this looks like an obvious passing down, 3rd and 7.
From the gun, DeGraff, he's got twins to the right. And rolls to the right. He throws downfield and in and out of his hands. Had it on his fingertips. It was it Murner or Arthur? I think it was. Well, they were both out there.
Murner, I think. Either way, it doesn't matter. Again, another ball that could have been caught but wasn't.
Incomplete. Molina will punt. The line of scrimmage is the 38. Jones is back, stands at his 20. Molina, remember last time they had a fumble punt. This one is a little low. He gets it away. Gets this one to turn over for him. It's high and short, but it's going to take a roll in favor of the punter. Bounces, bounces. Whoa, rolls all the way down.
And the North Hall guy
touched it.
And
North Hall touched it. I think
it.
P.J. White might have recovered.
North Hall got down the ball, but you don't down the ball when you're getting it.
Just jumped in there and took it away. That's a 22. Mental mistake that time, and there's P.J., number 18. Who jumped on top of that thing. No, you can't down. You got to You got to call for a fair catch and hold on to it. So a break for the War Eagles. They had 2 men back there. And they hand off to Thompson. Number 9, Ryder, is going to hit him. Taylor Ryder, the junior inside linebacker. Brandon Thompson, the junior running back, who came into this one with 365 yards and 5 touchdowns. He averages close to 7 a carry. That time, though, only got 2. Line of scrimmage is the 20. McGrath now is still in the gun with Thompson right behind him. And they give it to Brandon. Brandon fake going inside, then went outside, and he's going to get pretty good yardage. Inside the 15, maybe the 14 or the 13. Wade Phillips in on the stop.
6.5, but he needed 7.5.
It's inside of the 14. It's at the 13.5 is where it's at. That's Clark to the left. Thompson is still behind DeGraff. DeGraff on the keeper. Turns in. He's going to get the first, but he fumbled it. But I think Chestatee recovered. DeGraff fumbled it, and somebody jumped on it all the way across the field.
Is that Thompson that got on it?
Thompson that got on it. He had the first down, and he may have fumbled it behind him, William. They've had to measure this thing. He had the first down, and the ball popped out, and now somebody's down on the ground.
Is that DeGraff?
Oh, that could be a
disaster.
Blow. It is. Jordan DeGraff is down on the field. They're going to say he got the first down before he fumbled it, but Jordan DeGraff is in obvious pain. Is it a cramp or is it something worse? Looking at that knee pretty close. While they look him over, we'll take a timeout and we'll be back in just a moment. The score is 14-0, but Chestatee knocking on the door on the Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
If you're tired of paying high prices, go on down and visit the good folks at Dave's Goodie Barn. The buyers for the store travel the globe, searching for the greatest deals so the savings can be passed along to you. They purchase from insurance companies due to fires, floods, and other natural disasters. Most of this merchandise is in near perfect condition. So if you're tired of paying high prices, hurry on down to Dave's Goodie Barn or visit their website at davesgoodiebarn.com. What's there today may be gone tomorrow. This program is also brought to you by Longstreet Cafe, now with 2 locations in Gainesville, 1043 Riverside Terrace and 405 Pearl Nicks Parkway. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Saturday. Longstreet's got the reputation for Gainesville's fastest drive-thru and the best fried chicken you'll ever sink your teeth into, plus veggies, a full salad bar, and great desserts. Check today's menu at www.longstreetcafe.com. Call a friend and meet them for a hearty meal at Longstreet Cafe, where they put the home in the cooking.
All right, William, here we go. Here's the play. There's Thompson trailing him. DeGraff, there the ball pops loose, and Thompson jumps on it. But then DeGraff, when he got hit, that was
they had
the
him
tail of when the ball popped out.
Had him by the leg. Maybe he just sprained it a little bit.
Concern in the Chestatee stands, the North Hall huddle.
He's
there.
up, but he's hobbling off the field.
Well, we wish him well. He can't put any weight on that leg. That is really something. If that is going to be all we see of Jordan DeGraff tonight. This game also brought to you by the Iron Beast Barbell, North Georgia's premier strength facility for all sorts of weightlifting and just regular folks. And by the AutoWorks Garage, won't be beat on local repair jobs and used tire prices just past Flowery Branch High School over there. See them at the AutoWorks. Let's see. The new quarterback is Wyatt Burgess, number 16. And he hands off to Thompson. At the bottom of the pile is number 76, Dylan Trulove, sophomore defensive tackle. So Wyatt Burgess, a sophomore in relief of Jordan DeGraff.
Well,
left the field limping. 2nd and 8. Thompson is going to be hit hard just past the line of scrimmage once again. Matt Pratt in on the bottom of the pile. 63 also in on that, Patrick Chappelle. Chappelle playing a little defense too. He starts on offense. Only got a couple more. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Ball is on the 8. Pass is incomplete. Burgess was decked just as he threw it. Intended for Quan Clark. We may see Leo Molina on 4th and 6 at the 8. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Let's see what they're going to go for. They're lining up like they're going to go for it. Burgess. Clark and Arthur are split wide to the left. Burgess over the middle, in and out of the hands. He had him open, intended for Baker McCormick, but he was hit just as the ball got there, and no play. Incomplete. Ball goes over, and North Hall has dodged a major bullet here in the closing seconds of the first period.
Well, that's unfortunate for Chestatee. They had him down there, and then the quarterback, of course, goes out.
Here, watch this one. Here it is. Let's see if we can see who the defenders are.
Hit him right
a little high. Wade Phillips, number 24, Phillips, hit him just as the ball got there. So North Hall will take over 1st and 10 on their own 8. They'll try to get out of the hole, and they do so almost immediately. Caleb Faulkner runs it into the secondary, where he's tackled there by Jay Lyles, the junior strong safety. Lyles, a 5'8", 170-pounder. That should be the end of the quarter, and it is. 14-0 North Hall. As we said, the Trojans dodge a bullet. The defense comes up big. We're back in a moment with the second period. Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
Proper maintenance is vital to the life of your car. Let the experts at Mountain View Auto Repair take care of all your vehicle needs. Owner Danny Hammock has over 50 years of experience in the automotive business and has earned a reputation of being honest and fair with his customers.
We try to treat everybody like I want to be treated. You know, that works out pretty good, and try to keep our price as low as possible to keep people coming in and give them a good price for their money. We do whatever turns up on a car, any kind of work, any kind of car, just it don't really matter. We do it all. People say, when you going to quit and retire? I say, probably never. You know, as long as the Lord let me work, I'll probably be here working.
I've been trading with Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair for about 20 years. I've always been very happy with his work. It's very easy for me to talk with him. He doesn't talk down to me. He explains it in a manner that I can understand.
Most of my customers are like friends here. You know, I've known them so long, and I count them as, most all of them as friends to me.
Remember, when you want honest, reliable service, put Mountain View Auto Repair under your hood.
Hi, I'm Rob Bruce. I'm the pastor here at McEver Road United Methodist Church. And I was thinking this morning about how complicated life is. We have a lot of choices to make in life and not a whole lot of guidelines to do it sometimes. It's like being a parent. You know, I'd hoped when I was a parent that our kids would come into the world with their instructions printed on their bottom, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. And parenting is so much guesswork. I'm amazed that we hear so many people talk on TV, and we can go into the bookstores and see the books and the folks on TVs that have all the answers, but you and I know that they don't have all the answers. And the answers aren't as simple as they tell us sometimes, that all you have to do is smile just right, or say this thing, or feed your children this, and everything will be all right. You know, Jesus gathered with his followers after he was raised from the dead on a mountain in Galilee. And in Matthew 28, it tells us in verse 17 that even then some doubted. And I think that's interesting that the church was formed with some doubt in it. We don't have all the answers. We have some answers, but we don't have all of them. And if you'd like to be part of a community that doesn't have all the answers, but that can help you be at peace with the questions, well, then we invite you to join us at McEver Road. We invite you to come by and visit us at one of our worship services. Won't you come and see?
Second quarter about to get underway here. 2nd and about 3. North Hall with the ball at the 15. A little bit of an offset backfield. And Cross gets it, breaks into the secondary, and he's just got people to beat. Now, can he outrun them? Imani Cross cuts back to the right. Imani Cross, touchdown. Touchdown. Imani Cross just broke a long one. Justin Spears grabbed him about the 3 or 4, but Cross's momentum carried him on in to the end zone. He breaks loose on an 85-yard touchdown run. William, they tell you that Imani's not got a whole lot of speed, but he showed some football speed, didn't he? I mean,
Sure
I'm not
did.
talking about blazing speed, but good enough. Opening play of the second quarter goes to North Hall. Cross's second touchdown of the night. And now we will see if Modesto Cruz can add yet another PAT. Gilmer jumps back to hold it for him. Out of the snap of Avery Easton. Easton's snap is back, is down, the kick is up, the kick is high, and looks good, and it is good. 21-0. Trojans on top. We'll take another break and be back with the Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
There are hundreds of options when choosing apparel or promotional items at J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case. We're all about quality and competitive pricing. Sports items are in stock. Look for special pricing on Letterman jackets, corporate apparel, corporate gifts, and custom embroidery. All local high schools should check out the line of spiritware and trophies. We're also offering custom screen printing available for any team sport. Be on the winning side when you choose J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case, locally owned and operated at 250 Dawsonville Highway, Gainesville. Call 770-718-0062 or on the web at jgeyer.com and trophycaseltd.com.
Now we are back, and there's the man, William. Imani Cross broke loose for about 85 yards and 6 more points. Gasping a little bit, but he's been running a lot.
Yeah, he might tire out. I don't know.
Game also brought to you by McKellar Road United Methodist Church. Reaching out to the student community on the hill in Oakwood, Georgia. Coach Bob Christmas there. By Metal Roofing Sales. If you're tired of replacing those old shingles, then why not do it with a metal roof? They have Metal Roofing Sales in Dawsonville. By Mountain View Auto Repair, your transmission specialist. Ask for Danny on Mountain View Road in Oakwood. By Rucksack Military Surplus. Check out their full line of military and police gear, from camouflages to boots and a whole lot more over there close to Ryan's. And by the Lions Den, a full-service family hair salon in Oakwood. Call ahead or just walk in. You're always welcome at the Lions Den. Cruz to kick it away. North Hall kind of shifts around. They go high and short, and they kick it to the same guy they kicked it to a while ago, Austin Flanagan, and now a flag on the play.
They were offside.
Yeah, they were running. They were trying to get down there and maybe get another turnover in there. So they'll bring it back and make him try it again from 5 yards back. See if he kicks it to Flanagan again. That's 2 straight times he's kicked it to him. Or if he tries to go deeper this time.
I'd just swap men. I'd put my return man up there and put Flanagan back deep.
Again, this time it looks like they were onside. Another high one to Flanagan. Gets it at about the 32, backs up behind the 30, picks up a wall, picks up a block. Flanagan to the 40 before he is tackled by the quarterback, Bradley Brown, on the kick coverage team. But a good return by Flanagan that time. Got it to the 40. So the War Eagles will go back on offense, and they've had a pretty good offense this year so far, but it sputtered here against North Hall. They came into this one averaging 248 yards rushing, 147 yards plus passing, almost 396 and over 37 points a game.
Well, they've only got 2 first downs. One of them was on a first play of their possession, and DeGraff picked up 5 yards, and they got a personal foul penalty. And then on the play that DeGraff got hurt and fumbled.
Well, there we have Wyatt Burgess. So apparently DeGraff is not coming back anytime soon. Burgess did complete the screen pass over there to Kelly Arthur. Arthur came into this with 176 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns. He only got about 3.5 on that one, so it's going to be second and a long 6. Wyatt Burgess, number 16 there, in relief of Jordan DeGraff. Another screen pass, and this one is going to be incomplete. It was not a lateral to Thompson. It was a forward pass. So it will be just another incomplete pass. Third and long for the War Eagles, who just cannot get untracked offensively. And, of course, North Hall may be having a whole lot to do with that.
Well, I think they are. The defense looks pretty good so far for the Trojans.
10:58 left to play here, second period. Burgess, the quarterback. And he's going to be just mobbed. He had nobody open. Backed up like he wanted to try to throw it. I think Matt Pratt hit him first. Then after that, everybody hit him. Taylor Ryder was in on it. And then Dylan Trulove also in on it. And that knocks him back. He actually lost back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10. Now Molina will try to give the Trojans a longer field to work with.
Well, the punt returner is back far enough. That's about like Drew Butler distance. He needs to move up about 15 more yards.
Justin Jones, and now they could put another one back there. Maybe to block for Jones, but it's going to hit, and it's not even going to make it to Jones. This time they stay away from it, and Chesterty downs it. Now, when the other guy downs it, you can jump on it, but when your team kicks it and downs it, that's where it's down. It's at the 33. North Hall will be back on offense. 21-0. Game is also brought to you by Applied Images and Gainesville White Print. Screen printing available now over there. And by Conditioned Air Systems, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. We may be having some more of that cooler weather coming in. The temperature has really dropped now that the sun has gone down. Wind has picked up too. Bradley Brown, hands off, straight up the middle. Just a straight dive play. And it was Caleb Faulkner on the carry. He busted into the secondary. That time it was just straight ahead football for Caleb Faulkner. He got 9 yards on it too.
Foot shy of the first down. 9 2/3.
Yep. Wade Phillips will come out wide to the left. And Monty Cross and Caleb Faulkner are the backs. They've got a wing to the right. Chesterty with 5 on the line now. Faulkner again spins his way to a first down before he's met in the secondary by Cody Etris, the junior linebacker, who came into this one with 41 tackles. 3 for a loss. Another first down for the Trojans, this time at midfield. Ball just about dead even on the 50.
That's 7 first downs rushing. All rushing for the Trojans, no pass attempts. Like I said, I believe I'd have to move everybody in there and force them to throw it.
Cross bounces off of one guy. He just moves that pile. Khalil Cantrell unpiled from the bottom along with Garrett Bennett. A couple of really good defensive players, but Cross still picked up 4 yards. Almost got down to the 45.
Just 4 yards.
Yeah. But he had 9 guys hanging on him. He's an impressive young man.
You carry it 4 times a shot, you have a first down every 3 times. Chesty's having a hard time lining up with all that shifting and moving around North Hall's doing.
They had a 3-man front that time. Cross is going to carry it again. Breaks to the middle. Imani Cross got people to outrun once again, heading for the corner and dives. Did he get in there? Yes. Spears hit him from behind again, and again, Imani Cross has scored. His 3rd touchdown of the night. Here we go. Watch this, William. He just gets away. He's shifty. He got away from Tommy McCormick.
If he'd had another 3 yards to go, they might have got him. Somebody's got some speed there.
You see Spears, he blocked him. He tried to knock him down, but he just knocked him into the end zone. Cruz is good again. 28-0 North Hall with 8:15 to play in the half. Back in a moment, the Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
If you are looking for a quality used car, then look no further than the car store on McKellar Road between Gainesville and Beaufort. You won't find clunkers or junkers at the car store, just vehicles you'll be proud to own. At the car store, they can finance you on the spot, no matter what your credit is. They have a variety of plans. You can even phone your payments in. At the car store, they've been giving outstanding service to the community for over 20 years. At the car store, everybody rides.
Come on down to the car store. We can make you happy. My name's Bob Watson, and I guarantee it.
At Gainesville State College, students can engage in a challenging learning experience in a supportive and nurturing environment. With a vision to be recognized as the region's premier teaching institution, GSC promotes academic freedom and scholarship in a caring, collegial, and fun environment. At GSC, you will receive the one-on-one attention you need to help you be successful in your academics, as well as build strong foundations for life. Gainesville State College, student-focused, learning-centered. Visit us on the web at www.gsc.edu.
There's the wind, you see. 45 and 85 and 38 yards.
Obviously, he's well over 100 yards.
Just here in the first half alone.
Just from the touchdown runs, he's over 100 yards.
Game also brought to you by J. Guy Advertising and the Trophy Case, official supplier of clothing for Hall County Sports TV. By Georgia Trophy and Awards, official supplier of our winners' plaques. By Precision Pressure Wash and Painting, let Tim Horton and his crew fix you up. By Dr. Brad Dixon, dentist. And again, it's a short kickoff, handled by one of the up-backs. This time, it was Murner who got it. Number 12 for the War Eagles, Blake Buffington, comes down to make the stop on the kickoff. 35 is where the Chester T War Eagles will put it in play. Obviously a huge blow when Jordan DeGraff went down, but even up till that point, William, North Hall have been dominating the line of scrimmage, and of course DeGraff as the quarterback is not playing defense, and North Hall has had 4 touchdowns, none of them cheap. Some long runs in there, but what are you going to say about that? Brandon Thompson is going to carry the ball for the War Eagles, and as they unpile it, Taylor Ryder, number 9, and 55, John Manson, coming off the bottom of that pile. Got 5, 2nd and 5.
Well, I'm afraid they're going to be pretty much one-dimensional. They're not going to be able to throw the ball very much, doesn't look like now, so North Hall's got them stacked up in there.
Fake to Thompson. Burgess fakes, and he's going to be dumped. Number 56. It was at 58. '56. It was Reese, Corey Reese. Here we watch Reese. He gets away from one man, and then no, it was 58, wasn't it?
No, they gave him a bad spot. He actually got back up to the 36.
David Epps, 58. Epps was the one who wrestled him down. Just dumped him. No gain, 3rd and 10. I throw it out here to Kelly Arthur, who is going to be tackled immediately for a little game. Over there, Epps and Gilmer, Andrew Smith, all over there to bring him up well shy of the first down. So on 4th and 4, we'll see Leo Molina again. Line of scrimmage is the 40. Let's see, we'll make it the 41. Line of scrimmage is the 41. Another hop for Molina. This one is a low line driver.
That wasn't Molina, was it? It's 82. Justin Jones.
82, Justin Jones.
"30-yard punt for Jones."
82 is Michael Herron.
I got Justin Jones. All right, Michael Herron.
Michael Herron. He's listed as a kicker and a punter, so it's got to be, I think it's Herron. All right, in any event, he didn't get much better than Molina's been getting on the punch. To the 30. And Imani Cross and on the carry. And I think he lost his helmet. Khalil Cantrell on the stop. This time Imani only got a yard. And another Chestatee War Eagle have to be helped off the field. That's Austin Kinsey, one of their stalwarts on defense. Imani got a yard, 2nd and 9. Wade Phillips will come out wide to the left. Chestatee. 5 man, now they make it look like 6. Caleb Faulkner
fumbled the football.
Comes through and fumbles the ball. And it was 46 who jumped on that ball, Kyle Perry. And now Chestatee's offense will be back on the field at the 31. William Chestatee's had a couple of shots.
Well, they have. They just
on some mistakes by North Hall, but I tell you, when DeGraff went down, that was just huge.
That let the air out of the bag, I'm afraid. Yeah, they had some difficulty with their offense the whole night anyway.
Burgess over the middle, tapped up, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Andrew Smith, number 14. Number 14, Andrew Smith, just about came down with that one. It was kind of bouncing around, but 2nd and 10 for the War Eagles. Here we go, watch it pop up in the air here. And Smith just about tapped it up and then got it in the air. But it's still Chestatee ball, 2nd and 10. Arthur in motion. Burgess runs, throwing. And again, intended for Arthur, but again, Smith was over there. He's had his hands on the ball from the Chestatee quarterback twice. Just hadn't come down with it yet.
Well, he didn't mean to roll back that far, but the pressure forced him to make a tremendous drop, so the pass was only about 2 yards downfield, 2 yards down past the line of scrimmage. And the pressure from North Hall has really been tremendous on the quarterbacks.
3rd and 10 at the 31. Quan Clark and Alex Murner are now wide to the right. Burgess from the gun.
Screen.
Screen over the middle to Thompson. Middle screen. Thompson to the 20. Knocked upside down by Eli Gilmer, but Thompson with a nice catch and run that time to Brandon Thompson, who also came into this one 365 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. That time it was a middle screen First down for the War Eagles, and they are trying to knock on the door for the second time tonight. Line of scrimmage is the 13. There you go.
13 yards on that play.
And they throw over to Kelly Arthur. And Arthur gets away from one tackler. They couldn't bring him down. And there is a flag on the play after the play. That usually means a little extracurricular something going on over there. Pass was complete to Arthur. And after the play, something happened. And they say North Hall's acting like it's against Chastity. Let's see. The referees probably are grateful for those new long britches on a night like tonight.
Well, they
Got a
are.
little chilly.
7 yards on the pass play.
Here's the call, William.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So War Eagles were driving pretty good and then shot themselves in the foot with an unsportsmanlike with 4:56 to play in the half. Brings them back. Line of scrimmage is the 24. They've got to get to the 8. Burgess to throw over the middle, intended for Quan Clark. Incomplete. So it's 3rd and 16.
I don't know what kind of play you run here on 3rd and 16. That screen was pretty good, but I don't know if you go to the well that quickly after going to it once before.
Clock is stopped. 28-0 Noah Hall, leading Chastity in the Trojan homecoming. Big crowd on hand tonight. To Burgess, the snap. And now he is sacked. Dylan Trulove on the stop, along with Epps, David Epps in there. And also Pratt. They made a sandwich out of him. 3 guys hit him. Timeout, Chastity on 4th and very long. We'll go with them. 4:25 to play in the half. Back in a moment, the Hall County Sports TV Game of the Week.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay.
Ashley just told me she might have an STD, but she doesn't know what to do about it.
Eric told me he went to the Gainesville Care Center to be tested.
I thought they just did pregnancy tests.
Oh, no, not only that. They test for gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, and herpes. They'll even help with the treatment. But the best part is it's free and confidential.
She'll be so relieved to know what to do. Thanks.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Mitzi, nurse manager for the Gainesville Care Center. Chlamydia is the most common bacterial STD and a leading cause of sterility. Most people with chlamydia don't know they have it. Gonorrhea is another bacterial STD that has high infection rates in teens. Herpes and HIV are with you for life, but it's important to know so that you can get ongoing help from your doctor. Teens are at a high risk for any STD. Our testing is by urine or finger prick. We're confidential and we care. Call our 24-hour helpline for an appointment.
This program is also brought to you by Long Street Cafe, now with 2 locations in Gainesville, 1043 Riverside Terrace and 405 Pearl Nicks Parkway. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Saturday. Longstreet's got the reputation for Gainesville's fastest drive-through and the best fried chicken you'll ever sink your teeth into. Plus veggies, a full salad bar, and great desserts. Check today's menu at www.longstreetcafe.com. Call a friend and meet them for a hearty meal at Long Street Cafe, where they put the home in the cooking.
All right, William, 4th and 23 here for the War Eagles. They're trying to decide what they want to do.
Well, I didn't have a 4th and 16 call. Now I know I don't have a 4th and 23.
North Georgia Video Productions, our parent company, and Hall County Sports TV, your source for high school sports on television in the Gainesville-Hall County area. And also now on YouTube. If you want to see a replay of some of our Hall County sports shows or some of these games of the week, go to YouTube. They're also available in Charter on Demand. 4th and 23. Burgess, the snap, across the middle, tipped, intercepted. You knew that was going to happen sooner or later. As it was Wade Phillips that intercepted it. And the Trojans might as well have been just to bat it down, but it goes in for a pick for Phillips. They'll give him that. The line of scrimmage is going to be the 28. That was a nice pick by Wade.
Well, it was, and they could have punted the football, I guess, but if it goes in the end zone, it only been a 10-yard changeover, so they decided to go for it, especially down 28-0.
If Phillips had slapped it down with him, they'd have had even better field position. I'll tell you what, they just called timeout. We'll keep it here for this one. The Trojans trying to decide what they want to do with 1st and 10 at the 28. Tom Smiley talking about ice cream there. That's a nice night for something hot. Maybe not ice cream. Thank our sponsors again, Dave's Goodie Barn, The Car Store, Long Street Cafe, Gainesville State College, Gainesville Care Center, Iron Beast Barbell, AutoWorks Garage, McKellar Road, United Methodist Church, Metal Roofing Sales, Mountain View Auto Repair, Rucksack Military Surplus, The Lion's Den, Applied Images, and Gainesville White Print, Conditioned Air Systems, J. Geyer Advertising, and The Trophy Case, Georgia Trophy and Awards, Precision Pressure Wash and Painting, Dr. Brad Dixon, and North Georgia Video Productions and Hall County Sports TV. We thank all of these people very much. And when you see them out in the community, you thank them too for helping put high school sports on TV. 1st and 10 Trojans at the 28. And the handoff is to Caleb Faulkner, who slants in there, and before Etris can hit him, Etris will be closing in on probably 50 tackles on the season before this game is over. He got 7. 2nd and a short 3. Line of scrimmage is the 35. Still plenty of time left before the halftime break. 28-0. I don't think we were expecting this one to be like this. North Hall played that early brutal schedule though and found the stride. A fumble by Bradley Brown, who's going to pick it up and go for positive yardage. Etris over there to knock him out of bounds, along with number 20, Jay Lyles, and a late flag. Are they going to say they hit him out of bounds? Now, he was awfully close to the line, but the momentum was carrying him out of bounds. I don't know unless somebody said something after the play.
Got 11 yards. I don't know what the penalty is going to be.
It's going to be a personal foul on the War Eagles. So it is either a late hit out of bounds, and let's see. They're right there. They're right on the sidelines, and they both hit him and ride him out of bounds. So maybe somebody said something out of bounds.
Let's see. Etris gets up and falls down. Nothing there. He's got his hands up. Lyles gets up. I don't know what he did.
Raised his hand. I don't know. I'm not sure what that was about. Anyway.
Not much to that.
That's going to be Christmas on the carry, knocked down from behind by Garrett Bennett, number 56. Christmas gets a couple, 2nd and 8. They're going to try to maybe tack on one more before the halftime break.
Yeah, I think so. And then I don't think you see Amani Cross much in the second half at all.
37 is where it is. Cross is in there on this drive, though. He is the single back. Bradley Brown, the quarterback. They got trips. What amounts to trips to the right. It's a wing, a slot, and a wide out to the right. Chestatee in a 5-man front now. They're going to swap.
Nobody's covering
Taylor
that second
Ryder.
man.
They hand to Imani Cross, and there is a flag. That's probably going to be a block in the back or a hold against the Trojans, if I had to guess.
Holding.
holding against the Trojans.
Yeah, that play will be nullified. No carry there for Cross. 10 yards.
Back them up. Wow, almost to midfield. Line of scrimmage is a 49. 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20 for the Trojans from the Chesterton 49.
Well, we're going to see our first pass.
There's Taylor Ryder, number 9, coming out of the game. They've got Jones split wide to the left and trips to the right. And I think we may be. Bradley Brown over the middle screen. No, nobody there. Etris kind of doing a little chicken fighting there with Alan Cattleman, one of the big World Hall offensive linemen.
I think it was supposed to have been a screen to Cross, and he was laying on the ground, got tangled up there with those linemen. So nobody really to throw it to.
3rd and 20. Gary Glenn, William Howington, Gina Gailey. Got the whole crew here tonight. The Howington clan, Alex and Natalie. Gina Gailey and her daughter.
Jimmy Giles, Tracy Giles.
Tracy Giles, all the Gileses. Nick Wright. Pass intended over there for Andrew Smith. Going to be incomplete. It'll be 4th and 20, and now the Trojans will be forced to punt the ball for the first time tonight. 4th and 20. Back there deep for the War Eagles is Tommy McCormick. Again, the line of scrimmage is the 49.
Wade Phillips used to coach football, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Very, very high kick. Should be easy to cover. McCormick takes it, gets away from one tackler, and then they slow him down enough for the rest of the Trojans to catch up with him. About a 34-yard punt and about a 2 or 3 yard return. 2:07 to play till the halftime break. Chesterton will try to do something in this last 2:07 and change on the digital scoreboard. But remember, since from pretty early on they've been going without their quarterback, Jordan DeGraff, who was hurt and had to be helped from the field, putting no weight at all on the leg. Wyatt Burgess, the sophomore, has stepped in for the junior, Jordan DeGraff. And he hands off to one of the backs that was back there with him in the gun. Quan Clark is going to be hit by Taylor Ryder. And he gets 2, 2nd and 8. Got it out to the 20, or a little past. Got 100 seconds or so left in the half now.
I think their goal is just to keep the ball for the rest of the half.
And once again, it's just a dive play. And again, it's Quan Clark on the carry. Got 2 more. 59 on the stop. Nat Pratt. Be 3rd down. Tell you what, Dylan Trulove also given partial credit for that last tackle. William, he's played a pretty good ball game with that defensive line. He's been in a lot of plays. Less than a minute to play in the half now. And a bad snap. And Burgess is just going to have to fall on it. I'm not sure if it was a bad snap or if he turned his eyes away from it. It hit him and it bounced up all the way inside the 15, and now Chesterton is going to have to take a timeout to think about it.
I don't know what they're thinking about. I don't know why they want to stop the clock. That just gives North Hall a chance to. North Hall's going to let it run out.
Brings up 4th and about 14. 4th and 14, and the line of scrimmage is the 14. So we'll keep it here for the closing seconds of the half. And then William and I will be back with a halftime. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Georgia Trophy and Awards Player of the Game presented by North Georgia Video Production and Hall County Sports TV. Let's see who's going to be the punter this time. That's 82 again, which is Michael Herron. He's punting from the shadow of his end zone. He stands on his 1. They're coming after him too. He got it away. Fair catch is called for by Jones at the 36. So it'll be 1st and 10 Trojans right there at the 36.
They've got time.
22-yard punt, no return.
They've got time to
score. The way they've been scoring, they do have time to score. They've been scoring on big chunks. 38, 85, and 45, and Faulkner had a 7-yarder in there. They're going to throw it over to Andrew Smith, and he's going to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Knocked out by number 7, Austin Holcomb over there. Brown to Smith. Hurry up offense now, North Hall at the 30. Brown from the shotgun. North Hall trying to get on the board with a passing attack. Brown goes out and he hits Eli Gilmer, who slides down. Holcomb was over there, but Gilmer's feet slid out from under him. And he got about 6.5 on that first one and got about 2 more on the next one. Be 3rd and not quite 2. North Hall takes a timeout. William will keep it here for this one as well because we've only got 27 seconds left in the half. Now North Hall will be playing at White County next. Chestatee will be hosting Stevens County.
I think that's homecoming too.
Stevens County for Chestatee, the homecoming?
Yeah. I believe I could have picked somebody different.
Ooh. Indians may be pretty tough.
I think they are.
Our game next week is going to be the Battle of Oakwood at West Hall. Oakwood and West Hall.
Johnson and West Hall.
Johnson at West Hall. In Oakwood.
In Oakwood. Well, if they score here, it'll be a running clock in the second half.
3rd and 2. Still with 27.4 seconds left. Brown to throw it to Imani Cross and was intercepted. Might have been, it was. Intercepted by Jordan Browning. Did he intercept it or just knock it down?
I think he intercepted. No?
Now they say he just knocked it down. Browning just knocked it down. Now it's 4th and 2 for the Trojans.
Well, if I were me, I would run a Monte Cross.
If you were you?
I wouldn't throw it. I'd hand it off to the big boy and let him see what he could do.
That may be what they do. They got Faulkner and Cross back there. And now this time Brown's going back under center. Bradley Brown, the quarterback, and flags fly all over the place.
Well, the right guard moved just a hair early, I'm afraid. So it's going to be procedure on North Hall. Now it's 4th and 7. I still think I'd run Cross.
Well, William, as you say, 4th and 7. Backs the line of scrimmage back up to the 32.
I think they're putting in the
all right,
receiving crew.
It's Gilmer and Smith out to the left. Cross is the lone back. Now they're going to swap one man left to right. And they're going to hand it to Cross, hoping that they can unbalance that line and get him over there. But Cross is not going to get enough for the first down. Good defensive stand by the War Eagles. They're coming up. Bennett and Lyles And on that stop, along with the guy that knocked down the pass, Jordan Browning. 14 seconds left in the half. The ball will go over on downs again. This time back to the War Eagles. Line of scrimmage will be the 28, 1st and 10 with 14 seconds to play in the half. North Hall on top, 28-0. Chestatee has got to regroup, or else there will be a very quick running clock in the second half. Burgess just going to hand off to Quan Clark. And Quan tries to make a little noise here at the end of the half. Andrew Smith gets on the stop along with big number 76 for the Trojans, True Love, as well as the rest of them. So the green and black, 28-0 over the Chestatee War Eagles. North Hall leads it here. Weave and I back with the halftime stats and more when we return to Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
If you're tired of paying high prices, go on down and visit the good folks at Dave's Goodie Barn. The buyers for the store travel the globe, searching for the greatest deals so the savings can be passed along to you. They purchase from insurance companies due to fires, floods, and other natural disasters. Most of this merchandise is in near perfect condition. So if you're tired of paying high prices, hurry on down to Dave's Goodie Barn or visit their website at davesgoodiebarn.com. What's there today may be gone tomorrow. If you are looking for a quality used car, then look no further than the car store on McKever Road between Gainesville and Beaufort. You won't find clunkers or junkers at the car store, just vehicles you'll be proud to own. At the car store, they can finance you on the spot, no matter what your credit is. They have a variety of plans. You can even phone your payments in. At the car store, they've been giving outstanding service to the community for over 20 years. At the car store, everybody rides.
Come on down to the car store. We can make you happy. My name's Bob Watson, and I guarantee it.
We're back. It is halftime homecoming. The homecoming ceremony is going on behind us. We'll try to track down the name of the homecoming queen for you in just a few moments. 28-0. It's a happy homecoming so far for North Hall, and it has been 3 touchdowns by Monty Cross and 1 by Caleb Faulkner. Cross from the 38, Faulkner from the 7. Cross from around an 85-yard run from the 15, and then running it in from the 45, Modesto Cruz has been good on all PATs. And toward the end of the first quarter, William, may have been what we call the turning point of this game when Jordan DeGraff from Chestatee went down. But as I've said before, you know, he doesn't play defense, and still North Hall still scoring a lot of points.
Right, it was already not looking too good there for the War Eagles, and then him going down just really made it go south.
What's the statistics looking like?
Well, it looks like what you think it would look like. Chestatee only has 3 first downs, and one of those was a penalty. Rushing, they had 16 for 26 yards. DeGraff had 3 carries for 10 yards. Brandon Thompson, 7 carries for 19. Wyatt Burgess, 3 carries all on passing attempts, and he lost 14 yards. Quan Clark, 3 for 11. Jordan DeGraff was 0 for 3 on his passing. Wyatt Burgess is 4 for 11 and 1 interception for 29 yards. 55 total yards for Chestatee. Kelly Arthur caught 3 passes for 16 yards. Brandon Thompson 1 for 13. Chestatee had 2 penalties for 30 yards, and they had a fumble but didn't lose it. North Hall has 9 first down, 25 rushes for 322 yards. And Monty Cross, 11 carries for 238 yards and 3 touchdowns. Caleb Faulkner, 10 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown. Kevin Christmas, 2 carries for 5 yards. Eli Gilmer, 1 for none. Bradley Brown, 1 for 12. Passing, Brown was 2 for 4 for 9 yards. 331 yards of total offense. Excuse me, that's not right. 331 yards of total offense there for North Hall. Andrew Smith caught 1 pass for 6 yards. Eli Gilmer 1 for 3. They had 3 penalties for 30 yards, and they had a fumble and lost it. So total domination, 331 yards to 55, pretty much.
Pretty much says the story, and 28-0 on the scoreboard, which is the most important statistic now. Still got a whole half of football left to play. It's going to be an uphill climb for the War Eagles, particularly if their starting quarterback Jordan DeGraff is going to be gone. Looks like he will be gone for this game at least, and we hope not, but we don't know what's happening for him. We hope he's going to be all right and certainly back for the rest of the season. But the tale remains to be told. Wyatt Burgess, the sophomore, has had to step in for the War Eagles right now. But it's 28-0, as Williams said, 300 and something yards of offense to 55. It has been the Trojans' night here on their homecoming. We've got that second half coming your way in just a moment. You're watching the Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
Mountain View Auto Repair is your local full-service auto repair shop. Trusted with your vehicles for over 20 years, our experience will ensure that your vehicle will stay well-maintained year-round. You can trust our experts in everything from transmissions to brakes to engine repairs and oil changes. So visit owner Danny Hammock and his staff of professionals at 3365 Mountain View Road in Gainesville, or give them a call at 770-535-7278. That's Mountain View Auto Repair for your complete auto service.
This program is also brought to you by Long Street Cafe, now with 2 locations in Gainesville, 1043 Riverside Terrace and 405 Pearl Nicks Parkway. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Saturday. Long Street's got the reputation for Gainesville's fastest drive-thru and the best fried chicken you'll ever sink your teeth into, plus veggies, a full salad bar, and great desserts. Check today's menu at www.longstreetcafe.com. Call a friend and meet them for a hearty meal at Long Street Cafe, where they put the home into cooking.
This broadcast also brought to you in part by the Lion's Den, a full-service family hair salon in the Goodwill Shopping Center next to Dollar Tree in Oakwood. Call ahead or just walk in. You're always welcome at the Lion's Den. Conditioned air systems. Let conditioned air keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, phone Conditioned Air. By Precision Pressure Wash and Painting Services. Whether it's spring, summer, fall, or winter, let Tim Hoyt and his crew fix you up. Precision Pressure Wash and Painting Services. And by North Georgia Video Productions and Hall County Sports Television, your TV source for Hall County athletics.